Hi everyone, thanks for listening in today to learn a bit more about SkillsonlineNS.ca. I'm Erin Smith, the Executive Director of the Nova Scotia Association of CBDCs. We manage the Skills Online project for labor and advanced education. The platform was launched back in 2012 as a way to provide access to training for all Nova Scotians. There's a little bit of everything available, whether you're a job seeker, an employer or employee, or just someone who wants to increase their skills in a particular area. All of the courses on the platform are free of charge. LAE has already paid for them in advance. You'll find a range of different course types available. Some are what we call off the shelf. These are courses like Microsoft Excel or Essential Skills that we've purchased prepackaged as a course bundle. Others are custom designed for Nova Scotia. So for instance, our financial literacy course was designed by an accountant in Truro. So the content is localized for Nova Scotia. Skills Online NS is hosted and provided through Blue Drop Learning Networks. It currently sits on the Course Park platform, and that's where we'll be demoing today. But I do want to highlight that our upcoming move to Blue Drop Skills Pass platform, this is going to happen gradually over the next year. And we'll have the same e-learning courses, the ability to track training for your employees, but with a more user-friendly, refreshed look and feel. If you're part of one of the sector councils in Nova Scotia, you may have already seen this new platform, as we've launched training marketplaces for each of the sector councils on Skills Pass this year. I'm going to pass things over to Lori from Blue Drop now. She's going to walk you through a demo of Skills Online NS, and I'll be back at the end to provide some content information in case you've got any questions. Lori?
Thank you, Erin. Hi, everyone. My name is Lori Boone. I'll be demoing the Skills Online NS platform, as Erin stated. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. So the first screen that I'm sharing is the landing page. The landing page is branded for Skills Online NS. It provides some overview regarding the content for individuals, businesses, nonprofit companies. We also have a link here where you can download the course catalog. This will give you a full view of all the content that's available within the program. To get started, you're going to create an account. We're going to start this demo from the perspective of an employer. Employers are given the ability to create their own individual private learning networks where they can then invite their staff and manage their training for their staff. So to create the account, I'm going to start by entering my information. I'm going to enter my password. I'm going to click all the boxes. I also want to highlight that when you're an employer and you're setting up an account, we do have this informational video that is available on the website. If you click on it, it'll actually launch a YouTube video, and it provides more information regarding the functionality from an employer perspective. So you can always use that as a reference point. I'm going to click the register button. It's going to create my account, and it's going to send me a confirmation email. So I'm going to get that confirmation email to walk you through the steps of claiming your employer network. So some things that I want to highlight is that the emails will come in sometimes based on your configuration of your email provider. It may be directed to your spam or your junk. So please, if you don't receive it within a couple of minutes, please check into those areas, because the system is quite quick and it should arrive without any issues. So I'm going to put the information, the link, into my URL. It's now going to direct me into Course Park with a confirmed account. You'll see here it gives me some information initially about the program, some just kind of best practices for using the site, and I'm going to choose Don't Show This Next Time. At the beginning, it will put you in the public learning network. However, if you choose the My Course Park link, you'll see that now it's going to start the employer experience. So I'm going to create my organization name. It will check the system for existing networks, which I did learn today while practicing for this demo. So I'm going to make sure it's unique just by adding in some additional information for uniqueness. You're going to select your organization type. This just lets Skills Online NS determine who's using the platform for what purposes. So it's simply for tracking and demographic purposes. So I'm going to choose not-for-profit. We ask for a number of employees that are in your organization, again, just for demographic purposes. And then last but not least, it's going to ask you for your postal code. Please ignore the fact that I'm using a Newfoundland postal code, as I am not a Nova Scotia resident. I did lie on the initial page, but Erin has told me it's okay for today. So I'm going to enter in the phone number, and I'm going to click confirm. It's going to give me a informational message. You'll notice in this informational message that it tells you that an ambassador is going to reach out to you via email, which is true. And they're going to actually help you get some content placed within your private learning network. You do have the option to choose content that benefits your organization directly. So I'm just going to click on the continue option. And you'll see again that it's placed me in the public network. So this gives me the option to just review what's here, figure out what content I might be interested in. Again, you can do it using this view, or you can always refer to that course catalog that I highlighted on the original page. So I'm just going to flip over to another, oh, sorry, I have to stop sharing my screen. Switch screen or video. Okay, so now I'm just going to change to a different view, and you'll see that in here now I don't have any information. And again, this is because I haven't coordinated with the ambassador to add the content to my organization's private learning network. However, as the content is populated, it'll show up in this listing, and then you'll be able to assign that content throughout your staff. We have what's called a board. So the board is a discussion area that allows your employees to communicate with each other. They can share some tips, some tricks on day-to-day work, for some social things outside of the system, whatever way you want to use that within your organization. The next item is the members section. The members section will give you a list of all the individuals that are configured within your private learning network. And you'll notice here, when I hover over, it has an invite other option. So this is how you get your staff in the system. You can invite them into your private learning network. If they already exist in the system, CoursePark itself will actually handle the notification to the existing user, and they'll accept that invitation and add them automatically to your private learning network. They will not have to maintain duplicate accounts. It doesn't have to be a separate email. It will it'll put that info, they'll be added automatically to your private learning network. You can also, from here, you can set member filters. You can do some member stats just to kind of see how things are progressing within your private learning network. And then we also add offer, supply, provide some reporting capability for the system. So in the reporting section, we offer information from two perspectives. One perspective is the course. So when you're viewing the course reports information, you can view the data based on all courses, or you can provide it based on selected courses as you add content. You can also filter the information by course filters, such as completion status, the time range where people completed the training, and so on and so forth. If you go to the member reports, you have a similar style of interface where you can do it based on all members. You can do selected members where you select specific staff. And then again, you can do the filtering by the course filters themselves. Once you've set the specifications that you're interested in, you can choose to export the report to Excel, or you can generate the member report in app, and it'll give you that information just visibly to be able to review. I'm going to transition to the learner experience. So the learner experience is quite similar to the employer experience that we just reviewed. It gives a similar interface to the learner. Okay, so in here, when you go in, as you can see, you're in a public learning network. So I'm in the main learning network for Skills Online NS. The interface will look very similar if it's a private learning network with its own content. The individual can select the item that they're interested in. They can get some additional information in the description, and then they can also see what bundled courses are part of this this bundle. If they're interested in the content, they can choose register. I'm going to actually choose, yeah, so this one is one of the custom content items that has been supplied by the Skills Online NS Nova Scotia government. So I'm going to choose register on this item, and it will start communicating with the system to register me in that content, and then it will present me with the course launch page. So again, I'll choose launch if I want to take that training. I'll just show you kind of how the interface has changed now when I've actually registered for content. So if I hit the back arrow, you can now see that while I still have the All Courses tab, I now also have the Your Courses tab. So the Your Courses tab are things that I've registered for, and it wants to highlight the items that I've decided that I want to take. So you can see now that each of these are available, and I can now launch them to complete the content. Again, it shows as not attempted because I haven't taken the content. However, if I had completed this content, it would actually present me with a little certificate icon, which you are provided with at the completion of any of the content within the system. As an employer with a private learning network, you may want to move between the public learning network, where you have the entire catalog, and your private learning network, where you may want to just have more focused training. So in order to do that, again, you will use the My Course Park menu item in the top left-hand corner, and you'll see down on the bottom you have two items. One is the Skills Online NS, that's the public learning network, which contains all content, and then you have the your company private learning network. So in order to move to your private learning network, you'll simply choose your private learning network, and again, it will give you a pop-up, and then it'll put you back into your private learning network, so that again, you can manage your members, you can manage your reports, track training of your employees as they complete their training. The other thing that I want to highlight is the system will check for companies that already exist. So if you're on the website, you go to create a new account. I'm just going to quickly go through here. Password. The system has been around for a few years now, so I just want to highlight that it will keep track of existing companies. And so when you go through and get your confirmation email and go through the steps to create your company, you may be presented with the following message. And if that message should occur, I just want to make sure that you know the steps to follow in order to address that situation. So I've put in my email. I'm going to go back to the employer creation workflow again. I will wait for the system to catch up with me, and I will stop clicking like a mad person. And again, so we start here. I'm going to enter a company name that I know exists. So I'm going to say not-for-profit. I'm going to say the same answers that I provided earlier. And I'm going to choose next. And you'll notice here that it says this company already exists. You may click previous and enter a new name. But if you know that this is your company name, what this means is that someone in the past has actually already started this experience for you. And what we can do from the support team is we can actually now make you the administrator of that network. So there's no need for you to go in and modify the name in any way by adding 1, 2, 3 like I would do, or trying to come up with a different name. That means that there is a network there. There might even be staff already associated with it. So reach out to the support team at support@coursepark.com, and we'll be able to help get you and that network put together and allow you to start managing your employees as you would like. So I just wanted to highlight that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch my display back to an individual experience. Okay. And I want to just show you about highlighting when you're taking content. So I am going into the Skills Online NS public network where I have registered for content. And I'm going to go to your courses with the content that I've already registered for. Did I do it in this one or did it in the other one? Naturally. Okay, I'm going to register again because it's so fast. I'm going to click on register. And then I'm going to click launch on this content. So by clicking launch on the content, the couple of things that I do want to highlight is that the content will open in a new window. So you need to ensure that pop-up blockers are disabled. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say always allow pop-ups. And then you'll see that it opens the content in a new window. Okay, so the content opens up in its own window. You're going to go through the content. And then once completed, you simply close that window and you'll be brought back to the interface showing that you've started the content, and it gives you a summary of the information to date. So it shows that I started on a particular day, I've spent 24 seconds in the content, and then again, it'll let me continue that content at any time. So I just went to the first page, just to be clear, if I had continued to 5 slides in and I had closed out the content, the system will remember where you stopped and it will allow you to start from where you had finished last time. So there's no need to sit down and complete a course in the time that it takes to complete it in its entirety. If you only have 10 minutes, then you can always use those 10 minutes to go a little bit further in a course. Don't think that you have to start and finish something from end to end. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually log in with another account which has completed content on the profile. So I just want you to be able to see what a certificate looks like when it's presented. So next I'd like to highlight what happens as a learner as you complete content. So regardless of if you're an employer, if you're an employee, or even if you're an individual that registered on your own for the Skills Online NS program, once you log into the system and you're presented the My Course Park page, If you choose your My Courses option, you'll see a list of all the content that you're registered in, also ones that you have successfully completed. So once you load the information and you scroll down the Completed by Me section, you'll see that on the completed records, I now have two items. The report record, which will show you how much time you spent in a course, when you started it, when you completed it, and it also has a certificate option. So if you click on the certificate, you'll get a pop-up with the certificate configured for the content that you've successfully completed. This certificate will be branded for CoursePark. It'll include a certificate code for authenticity, and it'll also have your name and the course that you successfully completed. So these certificates are awarded at the successful completion of every course and are available at any time from your My CoursePark profile. If you're within the network itself, you can also get this information from I'm just going to change this. So if you're within a learning network, if you're in the public learning network, you can also get this information by scrolling down again on the Your Courses tab, and you'll see the Completed by You section, and you can get your certificate of completion from here as well. So there's two places where you can get your certificates of completion. If you would like to keep a record for yourself, you can get them from the public learning networks or the employer network where you completed the content, or you can get them from the My CoursePark page. So just a review, from the My CoursePark page, you get a overview of your recent courses. So this will give you the ability to launch that content from your dashboard. You have the My Courses section, which will give you a list of the content that you've registered in, as well as your completed content for access to your certificates. You can click your My Learning profile to get some more information about the information you entered when you first signed up in the system. And then here, as I showed earlier, is your active learning networks, of which you'll probably either have one, being the public learning network, Skills Online NS, or you may have a second one with your employer network, the private learning network that you're associated with. So to flip between those two items, you would simply return via the My CoursePark link and select the appropriate network that you want to have your latest experience with CoursePark in. I want to thank everyone for joining today, and I hope you found this session informational and useful, and we hope to see you on CoursePark soon. Passing the screen over to Erin.
Thanks so much, Lori. That was great overview of how we can use Skills Online NS as an employer and as an individual. I hope you all have lots of fun going on and logging in and checking out all the courses. See there at the end where Lori was using my network to show you guys some of the stuff, and I see I've got over 100 courses registered. I've got some work ahead of me to get some of those completed, but they're a really good just-in-time learning on a wide variety of topics, lots of things that you can be learning from. So if you've got any questions or having any issues with it, if your problems are more technical in nature, I would suggest that you reach out to support@coursepark.com. That'll get you the support team and they can help you out. Or feel free to get in touch with me and I can troubleshoot, or if you're looking for more information generally on the program, or you want a demo like this done for your organization or group of folks that want to get together and learn a bit more, I'm happy to do that as well. And I can be reached at Erin, ERINN.Smith@CBDC.ca. I've also made my profile and my contact information on the conference platform today to be public, so you should be able to search me and find me that way as well. So thanks everyone, enjoy your day.